All you people that grew up in the 80s and 90s, is it just me? Or are you missing those decades more than ever right now? I was a child of the 80s. And although I don't know what it feels like to be a child of this generation, in my mind, it definitely feels like the 80s was a better time to grow up. But the 90s is the decade that I miss more than anything. I was a teenager in the 90s, so that was my real growing up time and the time I feel like I identify with best. The 93 Phillies team will forever be my favorite sports team of all time. Oasis's records from the 90s will forever be my favorite music. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, True Romance, Fargo, Get Shorty, they're all my favorite movies of all time. Even those full-size Chevy Blazers from the early 90s, they're my favorite truck of all time. The 90s is the decade that I feel really molded me into the person that I am today. And that person is somebody who in a lot of ways doesn't fit in the era that we live in now. I know a lot of adults who seem to have adjusted great to the changing times and the technology and the faster pace of living and the completely different culture that we live in now. And it's not that I haven't adjusted or that I hate everything about life today. I don't. There's a lot of amazing things. The internet is amazing in a lot of ways. Modern medicine is really amazing. And the Eagles winning 2 Super Bowls in the 80s or 90s, well, that was just a fairy tale fucking dream back then. But my kids ask me all the time about what it was like in the 80s and 90s, and I never have anything but really great things to say. And I truly wish that they had the chance to experience what life was like growing up in those times. Am I the only one that feels that way? Am I just being too nostalgic about my youth? I think those were truly better times to grow up in. Change my mind, please.